Seedream 5 Lite just came out, and in this video I'm going to show you where you can use it, how you can use it inside Photoshop, and what are the abilities of Seedream 5 Lite and the changes comparing to the previous model. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Alright, this is the page for Seedream 5 Lite. I will put the link down in the description, and here we'll go through all the changes and all the examples that they have made, and we will learn more about them. But before we get here, we are going to test this AI model, Seedream 5 Lite, inside Photoshop using this plugin in a moment. So this is Eti Image plugin. If you don't have it, you can get it from the link down in the description. It will take you to a page like this. You can go through it, get the plugin, install it on your Photoshop. It is very straightforward. And when you install it, you get something like this. Of course, for it to work, you have to connect it to a website called Replicate. It's very simple. All the steps have been explained in a video tutorial, comes with the plugin. You can come to replicate.com, create an account here, add some credits, and then keep using it the same way that you can see I am using. And every time that you generate an image here inside Photoshop, it will deduct some amount from your credits on Replicate. For example, right now I have $23, and each time that I use Seedream 5 Lite, it deducted 4 cents approximately. So in a moment, we will get to it inside Photoshop and we will test how it works, and I'm going to show you the settings of it and how you should use it. But before that, let's have a look at their examples done by ByteDance on their website and see the features and the abilities that it has. So the first thing that they mention here is creativity with precise control. If you know the other previous models from Seedream, like Seedream 4.5 and Seedream 4, it was good. It is a good model, but usually it is not precise or it doesn't have much consistency. Here they made an example. They provided 4 reference images: an image of a woman with these kind of clothes, 2 men with these clothes, and a woman, another woman with this kind of clothes, and a place. And with the prompt, they put these 4 people into this place and change the style of the image. Even if you look at the details here, for example, this part is yellow. We can see the yellow brick here as well. And even if you pay attention to their clothes, it's an exact match with the reference images that they provided. And it is really cool. It's really amazing. The next example that they have, it's an image of a person. They added it as a reference image with 4 different images with different styles. And they asked in their prompt that they want the portrait in the styles provided. So if we look at it here, this is the portrait with this style. This is the portrait with this style, and same for these 2 images at the bottom. And it is really good. I don't think their previous models like Seedream 4.5 or Seedream 4 was even close to create some kind of results like this with just 5 reference images. Here is the next example, which is an illustration. And all the details that we can see in the illustration was provided in the prompt, and it looks really cool. It's a really good upgrade to be able to create an illustration with different formats like a notebook or on these kind of papers with this style. It's really amazing. Here is another example, and as you can see, they provided a couple of images of different plants and flowers, a pot, and a location for it, and asked Seedream 5 Lite to combine all these flowers and plants, put them inside the pot, and put the pot inside this place. And if we come and look at the result, here's the result, and it looks really cool and very precise. If we just compare the flowers that exist inside it, the quality of the pot or the material of it, and the location, all of them are exact match, and it looks really cool. Here are some other examples that you can come to this link and go through it. And one other thing that I noticed, and it was really interesting, was this example, as they just made some marks on the image. For example, add a cartoon pink bunny sticker with a starry eyes on the green rectangle, which is this one. So the AI model looked at the image, recognized the shapes or the drawings on the image, and placed the items requested or designs that they were requested exactly in the correct position with the correct sizes and placements, which is really cool. The next feature and the ability that we have on Seedream 5 Lite is that it is connected to the latest trends. It accompanies with online search capability, real-time news, and topics can be visualized in an instant. So here there's an example. In the prompt they mentioned they want an image of each of these locations with their timing, with their weather, and how it will look in that exact weather and timing based on this date, February 4, 2026. And as you can see here, we have Beijing, we have New York, and for example, here in Madrid, it is rainy and we have a rainy weather there, and it created the structure and the buildings from those locations perfectly. It looks really cool. Here there are some other models, and in these examples you can see that the model can intelligently perceive the intentions behind words to create exactly what you envision. The main or the best example that I saw here was this one. They provided this image to the AI model and asked it in the prompt to identify the calorie content of the food in the image and annotate the information on the picture. This was the image itself, and when we hover on it, we can see the changes. It shows, first of all, it recognizes each item. This is jam, this is butter, this is a strawberry smoothie, this is black tea, and so on. And each of them approximately has this much calorie. The next example that we have here is different materials with different level of roughness, which it looks really amazing. And if you look at the statistics that they provided, here we can see they compared text to image and image edit of Seedream 5 Lite with Seedream 4.5. And here you can see, for example, in text to image in Seedream 4.5, it had some weaknesses in learning. And as you can see in all areas, Seedream 5 Lite got much better. And here is the overall chart. And here on the right side, we have image edits. And as you can see, it is still better. It's not a huge improvement, but it is better. One thing I notice here is that in consistency, they made it better. As you may know, Seedream 4 or Seedream 4.5, they are really good models, but they struggle sometimes to give you the exact image that you provided with the changes that you wanted. So they are a little bit weak in consistency. Here we can see that they improved it. In the next version, in Seedream 5, I expect this number to grow. So it exactly can give us the same image we provided, but with the changes that we wanted, like the way Nano Banana Pro is doing. And below here, there are some other examples that you can go through them yourself. But now let's jump on Photoshop and have a look at Seedream 5 Lite inside Photoshop. I will show you the settings. And again, if you don't have this plugin, Eti Image, to be able to use all these models inside Photoshop, also Seedream 5 Lite as well, you can get it from the link down in the description. So I added Seedream 5 Lite today, just 1 or 2 hours ago, to Eti Image. And here are the settings that it has. On Replicate website, they mentioned that each image costs 3.5 cents. Okay, but when I was using it, I noticed it here. They wrote it 4 cents. Maybe they rounded up just to show it here. But anyway, on their model, they mentioned the pricing is 3.5 cents. Now, regarding resolution, it doesn't have 4K yet. They may add it in the near future. But right now the resolutions that we have is 2K and 3K. Same as other models, we have aspect ratio with match input and the output of PNG and JPEG. So here I prepared some examples, I wrote some prompts, and you can look at the result we got with Seedream 5 Lite, and these are really good. These are really interesting. This is the first example. This is the second image I generated. Look at the quality and the details inside the honey. It really looks cool, and also the material of the spoon, you really feel it, and you can see some scratches on the spoon as well. So this was a single image generated at once. It wasn't 4 images that I put side by side. Before, for example, in Seedream 4, we had to generate an image, for example, one time in winter, one time in summer, one time in spring, and then put each season on side by side each other. But here, as you can see, it was generated with one prompt, with one try, and it divided exactly into 4 parts, which is really cool. Here's another example. It's very amazing, the imagination of this AI model. It's really cool. Another example, another one for products. You can use it. It can create cool images for you. And the details also are really good. And one thing I'm going to show you in a moment, it's a big difference comparing to Seedream 4.5. Here is another example, and this one. So if you have used Seedream 4.5, when we were zooming in, we could see some lines on the image, okay? We could see some lines on the image, but they have changed that structure. And now when we zoom in, we see noises, we see dots. And this is the correct way. This is way better than using lines to generate the images. This way, I'm sure on Seedream 5, when they improve this model and they provide higher resolutions like 4K or maybe higher, I hope to see higher resolution on it as well. This structure would help the model to create way more realistic images, and that's a good thing. Now, if you want me to create a video like a battle between Seedream 4.5, Seedream 5 Lite, and Nano Banana Pro, and we test it on different cases, different images, different prompts, and different abilities, like a real battle. If you want me to create that video, below write a comment that I want to see the test or I want to see the comparison, and I will make that video for you soon. So that was all about this video. Again, if you don't have the plugin, you can get it from the link down in the description. And if you are interested in this kind of videos, do not forget to like the video and leave a comment. This way I understand that you like the video, and I will make more videos like this for you on the upcoming AI models. I will test them more. And if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos. So that was all for this one. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. I will look forward to see you on another video.